everybody, and welcome to the Q&A of Legends of Chess. What an absolutely spectacular banter blitz session we have. And joining us today for the Q&A is, of course, probably the most loved personality in the chess world. He's loved for his creativity, his originality over the board, but also for the pure joy and the pure honesty that he brings and expresses himself with, that he brings to the chessboard, and with the way he expresses everything. So I'm very excited to host this Q&A, which is a wonderful opportunity for chess24 premium members to interact with all the participants of the Legends of Chess tournament, which begins on the 21st of July. And now, without any further ado, without any further delay, we are joined by the man himself, Vasyl Ivanchuk. Hi, Vasyl.
Hello.
Vasyl, first, before we start with the questions, your banter blitz, how was it? Tell us about the experience.
It's quite fun. It's a different level of players, but some games was really interesting. Yes, okay. I feel that I'm not so experienced with mouse because of this. By time I lost few games, but okay. But it was quite interesting and quite funny that I can choose anybody whom I prefer. And okay, I hope for players who was lucky to play against me today, and for spectators was really interesting.
I can absolutely confirm that, Vasyl, because I had a look at a little bit of the banter blitz and the chat that was there. They enjoyed tremendously. They loved every moment. I think the way you explained your thoughts and expressed yourself was simply incredible. And for me, Vasyl, what was amazing to watch was that when your opponents made some mistakes, you almost felt bad to make the use of those mistakes.
Okay, so it's I had feelings that okay, unfortunately this game will be not interesting anymore because it will because I want today something more original. But okay, everybody making mistakes, and me too. And so okay, and if somebody made mistake today, I hope him or her, if it was girl, to improve level and to be more careful and not make too many mistakes.
Yeah, well, I think for everybody,
obvious mistakes.
It was an absolute honor to play against you and to be able to have a game with you. So thank you for that. Now, Vasyl, we've received many questions for you, and I'll be asking from our members, and I'll be asking you those questions. But before we start with the Q&A, we also received an extremely sweet and a very nice tweet from a beautiful personality. And it's from Huga Di Prima. I think you met her in the Capablanca Memorial when you played and you won it last year. And she wants to say, I think maybe we can have the tweet up on the screen. She wants to say that Chucky is such a sweet, amazing person. Please send him my regards. We met at Capablanca Memorial last year and had
Thank you very much. Yeah.
And had great talks of chess, music, and checkers in Havana.
Yeah, okay, thank you, yes.
So Chucky, chess, music, and checkers.
No, there is now Cup of Nations, and Cuba represent team too. Yes, okay, thanks a lot. And, I played in Cuba with few players. I don't remember his family names, and another one is Juan Borges played checkers with me. Okay, it was interesting.
Out of, she mentions that you had long conversations about chess, music, and checkers. Vasyl, I want to ask you that out of these three, if you had to rank them, not how good you are at it, but what gives you most joy, how would you rank these three?
I don't know, but probably okay. Probably it's now it's the checkers brings the most joy for me because it's quite easy to open for myself something new, and I'm really happy that I can learn something. In chess, it's always funny, but okay, something really new. It's not so difficult, not so easy to find. So it needs more effort. But okay, I still have curiosidad, so many things still interesting for me in chess, and I am really happy for it because it allow me to be active player and allow me to analyze many position in chess without computer. Okay, computer I will only check if I feel that position is really very complicated and in this position I can miss something, okay, I can check with computer, but generally I don't like do it. I prefer think with my own head, just understand the position and feel what is threats, what is possible plans, and so very important for chess players, in my opinion, is develop his or her, if this woman, fantasy. Because if you don't like to think with your own head, so what is the reason to play chess? Okay, so okay, but sometimes very practical to check variation with computer, but only after doing some analysis, in my opinion. But of course, everybody doing his choice himself. For somebody, first it's better firstly to see what computer recommend as more acceptable for him. But okay, it's a difficult philosophical question, but of course I think that the computer cannot replace human analysis, which is one of the most important thing in chess, in my opinion.
Right. And that also makes me, because I've heard that many times, Vasily, the ideas that you have used on the board, opening ideas and opening novelties, have actually, for you, not even come when you're sitting in front of the board, but rather when you've gone for a walk or when you're just thinking.
Yes,
This is
yes,
true?
yes, completely true. Yes, so I can easily I can during the walk or before the sleeping. So imagine some position and discover new ideas. Start to analyze. Okay, if before the sleeping it not always useful, because sometimes because of it I cannot sleep during the long time, but okay, it's at least it's creative process for me. So and it brings me a lot of pleasure because I can understand chess in better way, and sometimes really original ideas occurred in my head when I'm analyzed it without the board.
Okay, Vasily, now I want to start with the questions that many of our members have sent for you, and they're all very fascinating. My first question, not my first question, but the first question that I'm going to pick is by Kramnik student. We'll have to confirm or whether he really is Kramnik student or not, but what he wants to know is that, hello, Vasily, which game of yours do you consider the best in terms of the most creative game that you have played?
Okay, probably my best game was in Vienna game against Busianje, which I played in Nanjing. It was open in e4, e5, knight c3, knight f6, bishop c4. So probably this was my game, my best games in my life. But okay, I'm still optimistic that I have hope that my much better games will be in future.
Wow, I love that. I think the whole chess world is waiting for that as well and hopes that as well. What Kramnik student has also written, and I think I agree with him, is that he's curious to know about Kasparov's reaction in your game in Linares in 91. According to me, Vasily, I think that was one of the most beautiful games that I have ever seen of chess was your game against Gary in 91 in Linares. Can you tell us a little bit about what happened during that game and how it went?
Oh, so many years. Okay.
Oh, maybe I will try and pull that game up.
Okay, I remember more or less. So was lucky opening preparation because before the tournament I find a game of Kasparov after Bishop B5 knight D7 against a player with name Dunet, something like this, and I have understood that that probably Kasparov at that moment was not very well prepared against this line, and I prepared idea with d4 and castle. Okay, so at the moment it's very known, of course, because my game was played 30 years ago, but during the game, okay, I had advantage after the opening, and I tried to play in the most energetical way. So I played a4, b4, and okay, many years ago, in last year, Alexei Dreyev told me that objectively it wasn't the best solution from my side, and Black had quite a good option. So I remember position after b4, so Gary could play here Queen c7, attack my pawn c4, and after knight d2, played d5, pawn sacrifice. I need to take with e pawn because c takes d5, I cannot, queen takes c3 hanging. So e takes d5, and now idea that Black has queen e5. So Black gave pawn and proposing queen's exchange. So I need to exchange queen, because if queen d3, bishop is b4, and already Black is okay. And after queen takes e5, f takes e5, I have some problem, because if c5, Black has a5 trick, so I defend my pawn b4 with rook a b1, rook f b1, and after this Black can play f5 with two bishop pair advantage against the sacrificed pawn, and objectively Black's position is quite good, but Kasparov missed this this opportunity, and I was positioned a little much better, but okay, still not winning. So c4, c5 is pawn sacrifice, or quiet move positional f2, f4. So probably objectively f2, f4 was better, but I choose c5 because my opponent was in time trouble, and it was lucky choice because he mistaked it very quickly, and I won this game. So it was not so many victories against Kasparov. So I won only 6 times. Okay, maybe also not the best result, but okay, I admit that Gary won much more games against me, okay, and score is clearly in his favor, but okay, I'm still I would still happy to play against Gary again. It's I think it will be would be very interesting for me.
Right. I mean, I lost you somewhere in the middle of that analysis, but I just wanted to bring up the final position from
Are you
this game.
listening me?
From this final.
Hello? Hello?
In,
Hello?
Hello, Vasyl? All right, I'm not sure if we still have him. There are some connection issues. Yes, I've got you back.
Okay, so I told that I would be happy. I would be happy to get again that score is.
All right, I'm not sure if our viewers can hear Vasyl's thought right now. We are probably going to get him back really soon. But this was the last position in this game against Gary, and it was
quite a good game for me. But
yes.
okay, I hope I want to play good chess. Yes, I remember this position, of course.
And I think it was absolutely stunning also because this was Gary's prime. It was in the 90s, and there weren't too many players who could actually beat him in this style that you did. This game left a huge impression on all of us. My next question is by Thuri, and Thuri says, "Hi Vasyl, I am interested in the topic of talent in chess." And his question is that do you consider yourself talented? Now, Gary, there are many great players. I've suddenly become Ivanchuk on my screen. I think I'm okay with this, but I feel like the screens have interchanged. We're probably going to fix that soon. Yes. All right. I'm back to Tanya, and we've got the real legend where he belongs. And Vasyl, what he's asking is that do you consider yourself talented? Now, there are many chess players, many great legends of the game who have often said that your creativity, your originality over the board is just unmatched. And I think it was Judith Polgar who was asked to name 3 geniuses in the chess world, and her list was literally Magnus Carlsen, Viswanathan Anand, and Vasyl Ivanchuk. So what Thuri wants to know is that everybody else sees you as this genius and this big talent. Do you consider yourself talented and a genius as well? Is that something that you're aware of?
Can you hear me well?
Yes, now we can. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I'm not thinking too much about this because for me, more interesting to understand just a play.
Yes.
Because, of course, I have talent, of course I have good memory, but for me it's the most important to develop my creativity. So and for this goal it's important, very important, not stop with my achievements, not stop to analyze, not stop try to understand new things. So choice of Polgar, it's okay, it's possible, but for example, she choose Magnus, okay, for example, why not Gary Kasparov, for example, or Bobby Fischer, so,
Vasyl?
Of course, it's very pleasant to see that the new generation has any really creative players, like, for example, Jan Nepomniachtchi, like Danil Dubov, like Firuzja, like Artemyev. So all these players really creative, surely very talented, and of course there are many other good players too. So I'm not considering that I'm the best now in chess in the world, of course. But I still love chess. I still want to play. It's really interesting for me to understand, to put different position and try to understand which is move it's better here and why. And I have some students. I like to explain them different things about chess, and so my process, my creative process is going on, and I am happy for this. I have a school for children too, and I have a forum in my school. So
Wow,
I have many
super.
ideas which I want to share. Probably when I will be technical, I to write book about some of my games. This idea, not use any computer. So just write what I'm thinking from my head. Okay, it could be many mistakes if check with Stockfish or Lila or other program, but okay, I want to express what I feel and what I'm thinking. I think will be more interesting that I will, with help of computer, try to find the best move in each position. So something like this. So I'm happy that I'm chess player. Okay, during last time I'm playing checkers too. Okay, in checkers I'm not so strong, and of course many people can beat me. But okay, I'm playing in my level, and this also brings me a lot of pleasure. I want to play better. Okay, of course in checkers. I never even thinking that I am genius or something like this. Of course not. But it's still funny for me, and I spoke with many excellent checkers players, so they are really interesting to me, like personality. So I'm happy with my life. So and I hope it will allow me to play chess during long time, and will allow me to share with my ideas with many interested people.
Vasily, regardless of whether you think so or not, you have to know that the whole chess world believes that you're an absolute genius, and we would love to see your best chess come out even in the future. And whether it's Boris Gelfand, it's Vishwanathan Anand, it's Judith Polgar, Morozovich, all the greatest players of the world have also said the same. So I think it doesn't matter whether you think you're a genius or not, all of us do. All right.
Okay.
Vasily, my next question is by Jello Baby. Now, Vasily, you have won several tournaments, whether it's Linares twice, you won the Tal Memorial, you won Vaikanze.
Linares, I won 3 times. Sorry, not twice.
I'm
3
sorry.
times.
So it was, you won it
in 89, 91, 95, 3 times.
My
And
bad.
then one time I shared first play together with Grishchuk, but okay, by coefficient he was first, something like this. But so
Okay,
almost 4 times I won.
Yes, almost.
Linares.
My bad. I apologize. So you won
Okay,
Linares.
no problem. Okay.
You won Linares almost 4 times. You have won Vaikanze.
3.5 time.
3.5. Let's settle with 3.5. Okay.
Yes, or Vaikanze only once I won.
Vaikanze,
Yes, okay.
Tal Memorial, and
Yes, Tal Memorial.
Several of the world's most elite events. You have won them all, but there is this. The World Championship has been a title which has been missing. And the next question by Jello Baby is that you are a creative and brilliant chess legend. His question is that do you miss that World Championship title? Do you miss the fact that this one title is missing from your career after winning everything else? Is that something of a regret?
No. surely I am not regret. Okay. So at least I'm not thinking about this because I believe I still have a chance to be a world champion in classical games. So okay, it's completely possible to qualify for FIDE World Cup. Okay, after quarantine will finish it and then play to candidate tournament. So I still have a chance. I feel energy for it. So if I am fighting, so there is simply no time for any regrets. So and always, in my opinion, stupid idea that I won everything. So what everything? I have won some tournaments. Okay, I have many cups, but okay, I'm active player, so I want to continue to play. So I want to have again good results, for example, in Gibraltar and other strong tournaments. Why not? I need to make some preparation for this. So, okay. I have no regret, surely. So, okay, some losses in my life was quite painful. Okay, so I made some mistakes. So, okay, I analyze it why this was happened. But okay, it's also creative process, and there are no player who never made mistakes, who never lost, who really won absolutely everything. It's impossible, and I understand this and not suffering for this. Okay, immediately after unlucky games, I can suffer, I can feel in the stress, but okay, with I have ability to forget about this threat more quickly, in more quickly way, and I am more or less satisfied with this.
And I remember in Gibraltar, one of the things that you told us in an interview was that after a bad game or a bad day, just to get out for a walk and to get away from the environment is something that really helps you to recover for the next game as well, and to forget anything bad that's happened. So is that your advice on how one can feel better about maybe a bad day to come back stronger next day?
Okay, it's very individual, so I don't know what I will do next time because it depends of my mood and depends of game, but so but of course always it's pleasant to speak with nice people, to be in excellent place, to buy something for myself, maybe to listen nice music. So chess, it's a big part of my life, and but okay, I understand that there are also another important aspects, and also I need to try to be in maybe not totally good move, which is hardly possible after losing, but at least to be in norm and understand, okay, it's just a game. Okay, everybody can make mistake, and I am not exception. So life is going on, and everything is fine in my life, and I have all of reasons to be really happy.
Vasily, that is just amazing to hear and very inspiring to hear. And especially what you said about, that you want for the next candidate cycle, you're working at getting better, and your dream is still, of course, I mean, it's, you are wanting to become the world champion still. So there are no regrets because the career goes on. And everything that you have won, it doesn't matter because you're still thinking about that. The next question, Vasily, is in fact about the candidates of 2020. And it's by Slavov. And he says, hello, Vasily. My question
Yes.
is, Who you would like to see as Magnus Carlsen's opponent in the next World Championship match? If you can choose from the players who are playing in the 2020 candidate, who would you want to see play against Magnus and why?
Okay, but now we have three leaders already. So Jan Nepomniachtchi
Maxime?
and Maxim Vachier. So their chances now to win this tournament, if it will be continued, of course, much better than chances of other players. But okay, so if to choose between Maxim and Jan, okay, I would prefer Jan to see against Magnus.
Okay, that's interesting. And why would you say that?
Oh, because he is more original player, so I see in his games much more very strange decisions than in game of Maxim. Maxim is more solid, more predictable, also in opening but Jan very often doing move which not possible to predict. For example, even something totally craziness. For example, I have seen he played in Title Tuesday. He took with Queen on D4. It's a well-known trap for amateurs and lost the bishop. So objectively, it's impossible that strong grandmaster can do this. But okay, so maybe in this moment phone call was and Jan lost concentration, took the pawn with queen and game finished. Okay. After this, he tried to fight piece down, but okay. So of course, Maxim is also excellent and interesting playing. But if choose which match against Magnus I would prefer, so against Jan, because it will be more attractive for me to see. But okay, it's matter of taste. If Maxim will win, it surely will be also very interesting match. If somebody else will win, okay, it's also possible. But I don't remember who is on third position now.
I'm not sure. Probably the producer can help us with that because I do not remember it myself. But you're totally right that whoever plays against Magnus, it's going to be an interesting match. And so your pick would be Jan because you think he is a very creative and an original player over the board, and it'll be
yes, and sometimes even he's doing something like totally craziness, but he can have completely hopeless position, but then surprisingly won this. So it's funny. It's something which I not understand, but okay, it's funny for me and interesting how he will fight against Magnus.
Yeah, okay, great. That's really interesting to hear. Now, the next question is from FIDE Arena GM, and I think he wants to know what a lot of us want to know. Vasyl, he says, "Hello, Vasyl. As a living chess legend and genius, are you planning to write a book about your chess career and best games?" So, Vasyl, when can we expect a chess book from you?
Okay, maybe I will try some interesting opponent whom I played many times and will write about this. So maybe for start it will be the best choice because it's very difficult to choose many of games. But if only one opponent, for example, Magnus Carlsen or Gary Kasparov or Anatoly Karpov or Vishy Anand, so okay, I can do this. I can analyze these games. So this is my idea. But at the moment, I need to write in computer, so I need to know very well function of computer to make it short. So I think I can do this, and I express my opinion in my style. You'll also writing style, I mean taste, or I can utilize my taste of literature somehow to explain it in funny form, and for wide auditory would be interested. But okay, I need to work seriously at least a few months, but okay, it's totally possible, I think.
Okay, thank you for giving us all that hope, Vasily, because we're all waiting for it. And yes, I am definitely going to be one of the first ones to buy that book. The next question, Vasily, is again about styles. And I think it's quite interesting because you mentioned Jan and his creativity, which I think is something that reflects even your own style of play. And the next question is by Panerj. I hope I'm pronouncing the name right. And he says, "Hello, Vasyl. I love watching your games, and it's an honor to ask you a question. Who amongst the current elite players do you think is closest to your playing style, and who is the most different? So, who do you think who reminds you of you, Vasily, and who do you think has a very different playing style from you?"
Okay, the most close style for myself has Magnus Carlsen, surely. And in his games, he still utilized many of my ideas of opening. Of course, he improving this. Of course, it's not just repeat style. It's very similar to mine. Who is very opposite? Who is very opposite? I don't know. Probably Caruana. It's very
Oh,
opposite for my style.
that's quite interesting that the world number one you feel is most similar and world number two is the most opposite from your style.
Yes, yes. Caruana, it's very opposite from my style. So for me, it's extremely difficult to guess move of Caruana. To guess move of Magnus, it's much more easy for me.
Oh wow. You know, it's quite interesting that you say Magnus because like for me when I think about it, I think even the creativity that we see in a player like Dubov and his, aggressive style of play, for me even that reminds me a little bit of the games that I've studied of yours.
Yes, but Dubov, it's a little bit different style. It's more close to David Bronstein, to Alexander Morozevich, to
Yes,
also
Morozevich.
David Yanovsky from
Right,
all the
right.
players. So it's a little bit different. So it's more far from my style, in my opinion,
Okay.
at least.
No, that's very fascinating to hear. The next question, Vasily, is by Nicolene, and Nicolene wants to know that what is your preferred time control out of rapid, blitz, and bullet? He doesn't even care about classical. Out of these three, which one do you enjoy the most?
Okay, bullet I'm not playing, so if play without increments, I'm principally not playing less than 5 minutes. So less than 5 minutes, okay, it's something craziness for me. So 5 minutes, okay, I can play. So with increments, okay, 3+2 or 5+3, it's quite good time control. But also, I was quite successful with control 15 minutes plus 6 seconds. I don't know why 6 seconds, but it was choice of Alexei Sherov during tournaments, his tournaments in Yurmala, which he organized, and I was quite successful with this time control. Okay, 15+6 is quite close already for rapid. So if more time, it's more close to classical control. Okay, so if rapid, 15+6. If blitz, 3+2, and if bullet, 5+0.
That's a very interesting take on the time control. So if 15+6 is rapid, what about the format for the Legends of Chess, which is 15+10? Do you already consider that classical?
Okay, I hope I will not suffer it too much with this change. But okay, this is online, so extra 4 seconds in online can be useful too. So
Very useful.
yeah.
Yes, very useful. I agree. But if I get the whole classical into the mix, out of, classical time control and rapid time control, let's say, as over the board, and blitz time control, what do you enjoy playing? Do you enjoy blitz, rapid, or classical the most?
I don't know. Only I can tell that I don't like Armageddon. So
Okay.
Armageddon, it's I
Okay.
don't like. So uh, everything seems me better than Armageddon. So Armageddon, I don't like. Okay, if play online chess, okay, I don't think that play classical game is good idea at all, because too long time in
Too long.
front of laptop, it's hard. So I think it's better to play blitz or rapid. So okay, it's a legend tournament, we will play rapid. Okay, so good.
Why do you not like Armageddon at all? What is the reason?
Okay, because something strange for me. So to play without increments, or increments only after move 60, it's something unnatural. For example, okay, I cannot tell that I hate Fischer chess, but I'm not hate this. Even I played in few tournaments, but I have feelings that castle from B1 to G1, it's something not natural for me. So maybe if I would be composed of this game, so play Fischer chess without any castle, maybe. But okay, I know that there are many players like Mamedyaru, Aronian, Jobava, who likes this to utilize opportunity of unusual castle if in deep stage of game. Okay, but matter of taste again. But for me, it seems me like something unnatural, and Armageddon also something not natural. So this is handicap. So 1 minute, but white need to win. So it's something not natural for me. But okay, it's just my feeling about this. Maybe probably I wasn't lucky in Armageddon many times. So
No, it makes a lot of sense because it feels like there isn't some sort of a balance is missing. And we've often seen in Armageddon how players get flagged in completely winning position. It feels like the essence of chess sometimes gets maybe lost in the Armageddon format.
yes, okay, but this decision might be discussed in FIDE ICP with many players. They need express opinion
Yes.
and tell what they really thinking about, and then probably to change, possible to change Armageddon for something else.
Okay, Vasily, now many times you have spoken about how important it is to not use computers first and to sort of use your own head before you start with the engine. And the next question, I think, is similar to that, asking for advice. It's by Donald the Duck. And he says, Hi, Vasyl. And he's saying that when you were in your age, when you were younger, the resources for chess were limited, but now there are many online resources that are available, and lots of courses which are available online. What is the advice that you can give to a club player who wants to improve? What is the best way in today's time to improve chess? Your advice.
So I not completely understand a question. Which resource it's better to use to improve chess, or what to do for improve chess?
Both really, but in today's time, I think the question is more that in today's time there are so many different resources that are available for players to improve compared to when you were younger or when the legends of chess were younger. But what is your advice of which are the good resources to use even in today's time for a club player?
Okay, depends of level, depends of age. Okay, what is the best it's very individual question. So it's in this case, it's very hard to give general recommendation because somebody has, for example, good opening preparation, but weak in tactic or end game, or has some psychological problems. So it's all things important to improve level, because it's not only chess abilities, it's important during the game. So and of course, very good to have a good coach who understand this problem, and whom a player can trust, and they can openly discuss about different problems, analyze mistakes and strong parts and how improve them. So it's okay. Online playing, it's also can be useful because it's nice practice. Now it's possible to play with different chess players of also different level, and also sometimes it's very good to have lessons by Skype, something like this, to see different video, read books, solving of combinations. So many things is important, but the most important is love chess, and always have desire to be better, even if you are world champion. So
Wow,
not stop
that's
with
super.
your achievements.
That's super. So the most important is to have a love for the game. And from your answer, it feels uh, that you do advise having a coach and having that human touch while playing rather than a pure computer approach while practicing.
Yes, yes. For example, I am giving my students puzzle, so I propose. So I propose position. I'm asking, what are you thinking? So you see position, okay. So what are you thinking about? How you would play? Why? Which move you are considering? Why this move, for example? Why other move you are not considering? And so I'm trying. Mm, I'm trying to develop every creativity of everybody of my students, and I am happy that I'm succeeding this.
Yeah, that's incredible. I think that's a great advice for players as well as coaches to follow. The next question, Vasily, is from Balkrishna, and he says, "Hello, dear GM Ivanchuk.
Hello.
What has been the most enjoyable tournament for you so far, and why? Which tournament have you? I'm sure there are many, many, but which comes to mind?"
Even I don't know, because okay, if you mean some traditional tournaments, okay, it was big pleasure to play in Monaco, of course. Everywhere was excellent atmosphere, excellent hotel, near to casino. Also, I played in casino many times when I played in tournament in Monaco. After this, okay, Linares tournaments, I have excellent memories, even if in some years I wasn't so successful. Also, Gibraltar tournaments is excellent. So
I love it.
it's king of tournaments at the moment, in my opinion. If one tournament, okay, I don't know, probably. Okay, when I won world champion rapid title in Qatar, it was
In
really
Doha.
pleasant memory for me. But okay, I still hope that quarantine will finish it, so we will have opportunity to play live chess again, and we will have many nice tournaments, and we will play nice games, and also have a possibility to spend time together, and speak about chess, and have a fantastic time at all.
You know, Vasily, when you mentioned the World Rapid Championship that you won in Doha in 2016, uh, the one thing that I remember from that tournament, of course, you had a brilliant tournament, but I still remember when uh, the medals were being announced and the prizes were being given, and you actually got late to go collect your medal because you were busy playing checkers with Badur. And
Yes, it
I
was
just
a really because it was really interesting games. He played a nice combination and won a piece, and I was worried how to escape. Okay, I even didn't think that I will win, but okay, I won because he blundered. So it was more worthy than medals and other rest.
So Badur is a good player as well for checkers, yeah?
Yeah, okay, he's playing with pleasure, and he has already some progress. But okay, uh, but at the moment he afraid to play in the tournament like me. But okay, I think it's a matter of time only.
But I think we have to bring up that video and show to our audience because this was just such a legendary moment from Doha, and I think we're gonna have that up very, very soon. Just give us a minute.
Ты же проиграешь.
Я понимаю, но...
А, нет, нет.
Могу и не проиграть.
Не-не. Yes.
You have to go. Как комбинация,
Medal, and I'm thinking on the stage during about the position. Okay, it's me. Okay, it's not totally normal for me.
Yes, I think this is what everybody loves about you so much. And even when you got, like you said, even when they put the medal around you, you were actually thinking about your game with the checkers game with Jabava.
Yes, because I mean I was pissed down, so it was a critical situation in game. So I couldn't stop my brain at the moment.
Yeah, I think that was one of the most legendary moments in any world championship ever. Okay, mine. The next question is from GM Aryan, and GM Aryan wants to know that Vasily, how do you describe? In what words would you describe your playing chess style? And for so many years, with even as chess got younger, the computers came in, you have been one of the players who have been at the top. You've been a force to reckon with. How for so many years do you continue doing that? What's the secret behind this ability to adapt to the changing chess scenario, and how do you describe your style?
Okay, difficult to describe my style. Okay, maybe a quite universal style because I can play sharp games and also I can play long end games with pleasure. So I am not afraid any types of position. It's also important. Part of my style. And what else? I don't know what is this. Maybe it's very important that I always like to learn something new. So and always thinking about my opponent like personality and try to build a strategy of game with this information about my opponent, not only like player, not only like his opening repertoire, but also like personality. And
Wow.
it's very interesting for me because chess game, it's quite close contact of two personalities, and this extremely interesting aspect of chess, at
That's
least for me.
very fascinating. So, Vasi, give us one example of a player whose personality you find extremely interesting when playing against. It doesn't matter how they play over the board, but from this personality perspective, who is this one player who you think has a very interesting approach?
Okay, there are many good players. Okay, it's very difficult to compare because many interesting players, each has his character, his personality, his approach, his style, his method of preparation. So it's difficult to say who is the best, and
Yes.
of course, many of them has some team of which help him in his preparation. But okay, so top players really strong at the moment, I think, and he is working on chess in quite professional way. Okay, I can do it too, but okay, sometimes I'm a little bit lazy. But okay, laziness in my case helps me to be enjoyed from chess and to be still interested with many things, with many even unusual things in chess. So okay,
Right.
this is probably not the optimal at all, but okay, it's more or less what I am doing.
Okay. Fair enough. Vasily, the next question is by Back to Attack, and he says that in an interview of yours some time ago, you mentioned Capablanca, Fischer, Alekhine, and Kasparov um, as geniuses. But
Mhm.
about Carlsen, you said that he's a very big talent, but you wouldn't be confident calling him a genius. Today, now, and this was in 2009.
Mm.
Now, with everything and how where he is right now, is this still your opinion, or do you think it's changed?
I don't know. Okay, about Fischer, Kasparov, Capablanca, and Alekhine, nothing changing. Okay, about Carlsen, I think not big change. Of course, he made excellent work and he improved his result. He won all title, of course, but. Carlsen is excellent sportsman, so
Yes.
and excellent fighter. It's okay. Maybe I don't know. Is it a geniality or something different? So I don't know this. So of course I respect him very much. Okay, uh, he has good charisma. Okay, he's very close to genius. Maybe he is genius, maybe, but okay, I don't know. So something I don't know.
Right.
Maybe uh, I don't know even I. So even why? Because logically, maybe very logical to be consider him like genius, but sometimes okay, maybe it's the same effect when my coach many years ago told me. So he explained me that almost nobody reading poetry of Alexander Pushkin because everybody wrote that he is genius. So maybe because we are hearing too much about Carlsen, there are some protest against his geniality. Okay, it's my perception of this. But
Yes.
of course, he is great player
He's a
and
great player.
he is a quite pleasant person for me.
Yes. The next question is a very interesting one, and I think it's for all levels of players, Vasily, who will benefit from this question and your advice to it. It's from Bodhisattva Chatterjee, and he says, "Hi Vasily, we're all advised to practice tactics and puzzles for improving our game.
Yes.
But when we are solving these puzzles, we know that we are trying to look for a win, or we are trying to look for something special in the position. However, when we play a game, nobody is standing there to tell us that this is the moment where you have to find something. So for a
Yes.
lot of players, we miss that moment in the actual game. Bodhi wants to know that what is your advice to develop this feel of that something is there in the position, because nobody is telling you when you're playing that, this
Yes,
is the
yes,
moment.
I understand what you mean. So, okay, it's the matter. The best way if you have a good coach which knows your level more or less and can just put position. Okay, your move. So he will not explain you need to win or you need to lose. So please make your move in this position. So you are white or you are black and you are on the move. So, okay, this is one way. And okay, there are many resources, online resources. I mean now, for example, chess. Okay, I tried to solve some position. For example, I understand that this move is good and even winning. I'm doing okay. Computer answered me, oh, sorry, this is wrong. Okay, but I'm sure that I'm fine. Okay. And the problem of this, so for example, I can propose move which also winning, but not the same which computer wants. But he will answer me, this is wrong. Or just obvious blunt, okay, the same. So this is a little bit mistake of program, and sometimes for example, even I'm doing everything correctly, I see, for example, this is correct move, but black has for example 3 possibilities. Computer choose only one of this which I need to respond correctly, and other ones not checking me. This is also not logical, because even sometimes computer choose not the most principal answer, in my opinion. So this is there are some mistakes in programming of this in chess, or maybe chess. Okay, in chess24 even better with this, because they gives some variation if some moves which not recommended by computer, like the first line. So this is sometimes students can guess correct move, but
Yes.
they don't see what is fundament of this, that don't see even sometimes even main idea, or how they will react another against different defense. So coach can try to improve it. If there are no good coach, okay, player must to analyze himself, or with level with player with who has better level or more or less same level, to understand together what is this, why this is correct solution, why this is incorrect solution, how it will work in different variation of defense. So This quite creative process, and very important to check his or her conclusion with another players, not with computer, because computer will put, for example, you have +5 or +4, but this is okay for me. Sometimes it's not explained how to win and why this is really winning and what is the best way to realize this. So I need for such players, they need more deep analysis of each position. If they will analyze different type of positions, they will feel better such a critical moments where they need to find something really special.
Yeah, wow. No, those are some very, very interesting points that you make, Vasily. One about that if a coach is giving a position, it's maybe not the best idea to say, okay, like white to play and win. Like just to make your move. I think this is an incredible advice for players to improve. And
Yes,
also,
just to play a move, and how you estimate this position also can be.
yes. And
So what
also,
do you
like,
think? You need to win, you need to make draw, or you considered that okay, this position with more or less equal position, playable position. Okay, what is possible plans in your opinion? Or for example, I have a more or less stable positional advantage, but okay, anyway, how I will try to improve it, or I need to defend this position, also how and against which threats I need to defend. So this is very creative process, and I wish the student to progress in this case.
no, I think that's amazing advice. Okay, Vasily, the next question is from Fuxia, and she says, "Hey, Vasyl,
Buxianji?
no, not Bujangji. It's from Fuxia. She's a staff with chess24, and of course a premium member."
But because I thought Buxianji.
Uh, she says, "Hey, Vasyl,
Hey.
being a sideline player myself, I often come across your games, and I love it." Her question is, do you actively maintain such a broad repertoire, keeping tracks of new developments, analyzing and preparing, or do you mostly rely on your calculation and intuition and invent the lines over the board?
Of course, to have broad repertoire, I need to remember many theoretical lies. I need to see many examples of good players, how they play this variation. So, of course, if your opponent repertoire is broad, you need to be ready to meet something which you are not expecting, especially now, because now there are also computers preparation. So, for example, somebody can prepare this variation, maybe not exactly against me, but okay, because for example, he interested with this variation, and he can prepare this and has some preparation from computer, which I cannot expect, because some recommendation of computer, okay, can not occur in my head. So I need to be ready that, okay, I will have in my game something not predictable, and but okay, it's not a tragedy. So okay, will be new position. Okay, hard to believe that I will lost immediately or I will won immediately. So okay, it will be some game. I will try to find good moves. I will try to understand what he wants, how I need to defend, what is my choice, and okay, what in a high level I need to understand what could be his preparation, what he's expecting for me. So it's also creative process, and to play chess in good level, it's very important not afraid to play new positions. So
Wow. Yes.
because important to believe in your abilities that, okay, if position will be new, okay, I still have chance to find good ideas even over the board and understand this position and play good moves and make strong resistance to my opponent.
Yeah, no, I completely can relate to that because I think many players get stuck with one opening for like all their life, and it's very hard for them to play different positions, which is why I think Fuxia's question is so interesting. Also, because I think you're a player who's also known to come up with many new ideas just over the board, like many new novelties and interesting ideas. Not because of preparation, but just over the board inspiration.
Okay, it's also David Bronstein created many new ideas over the board. Or, for example, he analyzed something before, and during the game, he's much more concentrated and see another opportunities which he could miss in analysis before. Also, Grishchuk thinking about long time during the game. I don't believe that he just forgotten his analysis, but he's checking accurately. For example, he could analyze this, but okay, he analyzed before, but now he has position on the board. So I suppose he always put himself question, okay, this is my analysis, but what I could miss? So what is my alternative? And some questions in this style, and this allows him to be extremely creative player during the game. Okay, but of course there is prize that often he's spending a lot of time and then come into time trouble. Okay, it's not the best, but okay, it's not possible to play always chess in optimal style always. So, but I like this style. I like players who thinking during the board, even in rapid chess, even in blitz.
As long as you don't lose on time.
Okay, must be some harmony.
Balance.
Of course, I am not recommend to anybody think of position, lose on time or forget about time. Okay, must to be practical, must to be must to play with time control which you are playing, but not forget about creativity during the game.
Yes. Talking about creativity, the next question is about your, well, two passions of your life. And it's by Iron Math. And Iron Math says, hello, Vasyl.
Hello.
What do you think are the differences and similarities between high-level chess and checkers? And he wishes you all the best and success at the Legends of Chess tournament.
Thank you. What is different in similarity? Okay, both of them are very good prepared, so have his feeling of play prepared good theoretically. All of them are good sportsmen. It's very important to fight till the last chance in checkers and in chess too. What is the difference? Okay, maybe difference this financial difference, because prizes in checkers at the moment not so big than in chess, but I hope this situation will be improved soon for checkers or drafts players. And what other difference? maybe less countries playing checkers, but okay, there are different kind of checkers. The opposite to chess, because almost in each country they have his kind of checkers. So
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Russian, Brazilian, Italian, Czech, and Turkish chess.
It's
In
chess.
all world it's the same. It's very big difference, but okay. Difficult to say, but I'm happy that I have attitude to both of this world, checkers world and chess world, and this gives me quite stability, and also I have harmony between feeling okay, I'm a strong professional player in chess and amateur in checkers. So to be amateur, it's also good, because amateurs usually love this game, even they are not so strong. So this is very pleasant feeling also for good professionals.
Yeah, that's amazing. In checkers, there is one checker where you can only capture diagonally, and there's one checker where you can capture even horizontally and vertically, right? Like
Yes,
some different
yes,
variations.
yes, yeah. It's Frisian checker can capture horizontally. Yes, and there are
And
many. Some checkers not possible capture back also. So this is
many variants. Tell me
many.
one thing, Vasyl. In the chess world, the players, it all just feels like one big community and one big family. Is that the same in checkers as well? Like, does it feel like a different community and a different family as well?
Okay, I think in checkers even. In highest level, even people are more open than chess players.
Oh wow.
In highest level. So in highest level in chess, especially during important tournaments like candidates tournaments, like match, or even like Robin tournament, vacancy, something like this, they are quite close. Each players on his own world. So checkers players seems me more open for communication, but okay, maybe it's only my impression. I'm not so sure that I'm right with this conclusion, but I have such feelings. So
Okay, interesting to know. All right, the next question, Vasyl, is also quite a fascinating one. It's you were talking about openings and how to the right, according to you, what is the way to prepare openings? And the next question is by Lucas Vendry, Lucas Vidrychoksi. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrongly. And he says, "Hello, Vasyl. Thank
hello.
you for your time." And Lucas wants to know that how do you structure your opening databases in your computer? How do you organize them? Is it one big file, or are they like smaller files? Just a brief idea of what your opening databases look like.
No, I'm usually organizing databases because of time. For example, big databases I have, and then other from new tweaks. And inside of this, okay, I have files about concrete openings. Yes, and which I choose at games with some my own annotation, sometimes deep annotation, sometimes brief annotation. So this helps me. And if I want to play some variation, I open this and refreshing in my memory, more or less new ideas I have just before, during the game. Okay, and it means
Okay.
I'm totally ready to play.
Okay. The next question, Vasyl, is from Melanovich, and he wants to know who do you think was better, Fischer or Kasparov, and why? You have to pick one.
Fischer, okay, who is better? It was a different time, okay, and we cannot organize match between them in the best shapes of both. So who is better? Difficult to say.
Yeah.
It depends. Okay. Each of them was the best in his epoch in some period, but okay, I don't know if it's possible to answer correctly who is better. Okay, better why? Okay, opening preparation. Okay, Kasparov was better, but it's because of time. Because
Time. Right.
after 20 years or more difference, okay, theory was changed, and Kasparov has possibility to have this knowledge which Fischer have no in
Right.
this.
It's difficult to compare.
Calculation, both had excellent calculation. Difficult to say who was better tactically, Fischer, Kasparov. Endgame technique, probably Fischer was even better, but probably Kasparov was a little bit better in feeling of dynamic resources during whole game. So probably in this aspect, Kasparov was slightly better than Fischer, but it's quite difficult. We can see many games and trying to understand, but probably there are no objective answer from this question. It's totally matter of taste.
Right. It's quite interesting that you say this, because we had Vishy Anand yesterday for the Q&A, and he also had the same outlook as you, Vasyl, that it's very difficult to compare players from different times and different generations, because
okay, sorry, I interrupt you. Okay,
no,
because
no,
what?
not at all. No, just this. I just wanted to say this, that I think a lot of top players who are asked this question, they feel exactly this way, that it's almost impossible to compare the strengths of different times, because chess evolved so much. The strengths were different, so you can't choose one or the other. For that time, that player was the best. Okay.
Yes. But okay. Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you, Vasyl.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next
Okay,
question.
this is great player. So the next question. Okay.
No, please complete what you were saying. I'm sorry to interrupt. There's some internet issue. Please complete.
Okay, but the best players of each time was really great, and I'm still happy to see games of Alekhine, Lasker, Capablanca, Spielman, Bogolyubov, and not necessarily it must be world champion, but just great players. So, especially in that his time, they really demonstrate very interesting theory and beauty of chess, which we have. Okay, so what is the next question?
Okay, the next question is from Blunder Panda. I love the username. Okay, so Blunder Panda is asking you, Vasyl, how do you stay sharp and in good shape? What is the secret?
I don't know. Okay, there are important of the main secret of success is love what are you doing and do what. You hear me well? Hello?
Yes,
Hello?
You're fine.
So main secret of success is you are doing what you love, and loving what you are doing. So this is really important. So okay, I'm professional chess players for many, many years. I'm playing chess for, okay, I studied chess from 6 years old, and from 10 years old, I'm playing in the tournament, but I don't remember that chess I don't remember a moment of my life when I consider chess mainly like my profession. Mainly like my job. So this is this is thing really pleasant for me. So during my life and still now, I'm still very interested with chess. So okay, I earn money. Okay, it's necessary. It's of course, but it's not main. Of course, it's not all for me, but it's even not main for me. So I believe that I have some very special attitude to chess, which helps me to be in good shape and to have pleasure from chess.
Vasyl, it's just so beautiful and joyful to hear about how you see chess and how you approach chess. It's just super inspiring. And you said this is the secret to your staying sharp. And I think about you staying in good shape, I remember, at least from my experience, I've seen you in Gibraltar, that you would often be seen going out for long walks. So is that something that keeps you fit to go out for walks?
Yeah, go for a walk. It's useful. Okay, fresh air is always useful, and to be in good mood, it always useful to play good chess and eat well, sleep well, and spend time with pleasant people. So this all of this, it's quite important aspects, but of course to play chess good during long time, you need to have special attitude to chess. I not recommend my attitude to chess because it's not it cannot be good for everybody, but each person need to choose correctly his or her attitude to chess, which will allow to progress and be in harmony. It's I have some students, but for nobody, I recommend that chess must be your hard work. So you need to be each day to do something, some hours or something like this, and you will be suffer, but you will reach a lot of success, something like this. I try to explain that you can have a lot of pleasure with playing chess, with understanding chess deeper and deeper. So, but of course, I'm explaining to each student in different way because it depends of level, of age, and other things. But I'm
Yeah.
trying to help him or her have this feeling.
Yeah, no, it's amazing to basically find your own path and your own harmony of what chess means to you. And finally, Vasily, I want to ask you a last question. Tomorrow is International Chess Day.
Yes.
What would be your message to everybody watching, and what does this mean to you?
Okay, my congratulations for all players, for all fans of chess. So I wish a lot of success. I wish spend excellent time with chess, discover new ideas, and also uh, I wish to have chess like some device for very pleasant communication between
Yes.
people from different countries. So my congratulations, and not forget that 1 month after in the 20th of August will be Day of Checkers players. So
Oh, wow. Congratulations to you for that in
okay,
advance.
but this is 1 month later.
Yes.
Okay, so and this is quite new days of celebration, but I'm happy that there are such dates for us, and we can enjoy, we can be in a good mood, and we can congratulate in us and communicate in that way.
Because also these games, whether it's chess or checkers, have given us so much and bring so much happiness to all of us that it's kind of nice to have this day to celebrate, you know, whatever it's given us. And especially, Vasyl, in these times, you know, which are difficult times for everybody, chess has really brought people together.
Sorry, I not understand the last sentence.
Just that in these difficult times that are there, and you know, it's not a normal time for anybody, that chess has been a very big thing which has brought everybody together, and it's kind of nice to celebrate it.
Yes. It's a very nice opportunity to be together and celebrate this, and to be happy and to be enjoy
happy.
this life.
To be happy and to enjoy a beautiful life. I think that's the perfect note to end this amazing conversation. Vasyl, you're absolutely incredible, and thank you so
Thank
much
you.
for doing this.
Thank
And
you for doing this. Okay, bye.
we wish you all the best for the tournament.
Okay, thank you. Okay, good night.